What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Big Bro and Little Sis Reacts. I'm Tamaj. This is Taya.
Hi.
And today we're on the series finale of Star Wars The Clone Wars, Season 7, Episode 12, Victory and Death. So last episode, Darth Sidious executed Order 66. The clones turned on Ahsoka and tried to kill her. Ahsoka released Maul to...
Saved Rex, woo!
Yeah, serve as a distraction. She saved Rex. And we kind of left off at them trying to break into the room where she just saved Rex, and they were trying to kill them. So,
which is a big no-no.
Yeah, so we're gonna see how Ahsoka escapes and see how this series ends, and then eventually she's gonna watch the third movie to find out what happened on the flip side of the galaxy that's in peril. I have no idea where they're going because I know they were probably going to Coruscant, but we already know what's happening there. So.
Yeah, and if you didn't watch Charlie yet, go check it out because it should be posted, right?
Yeah, like one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, we're gonna jump into them. Who do you think survived? Order 66.
Where?
In the entire show, all the characters, who do you think survived?
I'm gonna say Anakin.
Anakin? Anybody else? Just him?
Yeah.
Music's like giving me chills.
I feel like Star Wars music is
Everything about Star Wars is
How are we gonna get out of here?
I have an idea.
Cinematography.
Which is?
Just set those things to stun.
Don't she
I'm not
always
trying to
have an
kill
idea?
anyone.
Yeah, I'll tell that to them.
Just have something to spend on.
They're almost through.
Wait. Wait.
She's gonna push the door forward.
No!
Can lightsabers ever break? Like how?
No, I don't think so. I've never seen one break.
All right. Now what?
The escape pods have been destroyed. Taking a shuttle is our best bet.
Where do they be
Like these crystals.
Boys are having a rough time of it.
Some form of energy.
Did you hear Maul also escaped?
He didn't escape. I let him out.
What? Why?
Diversion. Come on!
I know this is tough for Rex to be fighting his brothers. Maul's in the engine room. Is he about to try to destroy the ship?
Target number 2 is in the hyperdrive.
Rex has the things that
Yeah, he's bringing the whole ship down. Right out of
The hyperdrive generators are failing.
Oh god.
Disengage. Disengage. It's too late.
Jesus, he's so powerful.
and the only thing that was holding him when they brought him onto the ship,
Yeah.
that was the last one.
Yep. That'll be lost.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
We need to get out of here.
What is that?
mean, they knew it was the only other way out.
You'll have to go through us. So what do? Find our way to the shuttle?
Crash?
There are too many. Besides, I don't want to hurt them.
I hate to tell you this, but they don't care. This ship is going down, and those soldiers, my brothers, are willing to die and take you and me along with them.
Because he understands everything now. He's fine. I knew it was
You're
gonna
a
be hard
good
on him.
soldier, Rex. So is every one of those men down there. They may be willing to die, but I am not the one who is going to kill them. I have an idea.
She always has
Don't
an
worry.
idea.
It's a good one.
She's
Evan,
Anakin's Padawan. Of course she has an idea.
can I count on the three of you?
You gotta be
Good.
creative
I'll explain on the way.
when you're in a position of leadership. Because, I mean, you gotta come up with these plans. I mean, you gotta get things moving.
We think more might be headed your way. Be aware. Hold your fire! Hang on, we have Tano in the command. Send all remaining troops to my position. I said hold your fire, Jesse. I have the situation under control.
They already
Have
seen you
your
shooting them.
orders, sir. Now execute it, or I will. The order was to execute the Jedi for treason against the Republic.
She's not a
The
Jedi.
problem is, Ahsoka Tano is no longer a Jedi. Hasn't been for some time.
Okay, that's a good argument. She quit.
Sir, you said yourself we're under special order from Darth Sidious to eliminate Ahsoka Tano and any other clone who disobeys Order 66.
Just keep on talking a little bit longer.
Jesse, listen to me. We've known each other a long time. If we don't get this right, we will be the ones committing treason, not her. Commander Rex, you're in violation of Order 66. I accuse you of treason against the Grand Army of the Republic. You'll be demoted in rank from commander and subject to execution.
I wish that they
along
had
with
an
the traitor
obvious
Ahsoka
tattoo.
Tano.
Damn. She didn't even know if it was gonna work.
Yeah, you're much like being a commander anyway. Company, ready.
Now!
I eliminated half of them. And this bastard's gonna take their ship.
Rex, the ship!
Oh, don't you dare, Maul.
Get used to this action. Get us up there. I'll pedal us locked down. Fire with those droids.
Oh, not the droids! Nah, they're just gonna have to survive the crash. Maul's took the damn ship. Bastard.
Unless they hop on.
Ahsoka can jump, but Rex is now. Okay. There we go.
Bye.
Show him that force power. Damn. Oh shit! That was cool. Wow. That was dope. I've never seen anything like that. Well, that I remember. Come on, give us a break.
Oh, there's a ship right there.
One last fight, but I know they're exhausted. Back up you go. Georgia, man's best friend. Y'all did y'all service. We appreciate y'all. MVPs. Medal of Honor. I know they're tired of getting shot at. And then she's just exhausted. Both of them. God, they just don't stop. She's reached her limit. Like, she's been fighting non-stop lately. Like,
We've entered the atmosphere. Fire electro rockets. We've lost thermal control.
she just fought the dang back this season, Mandalore, fought Maul. Now she's fighting the dang Clone Army. Like, and she got shot multiple times. Arm, shoulder. Like, I know it's getting hard to move. You've got to be kidding me. And this ship's not even operational? Oh, Rex.
Right there. What's her?
Oh, come on.
She's so calm. I love it.
Shoot, mid-air climbing. Rex still gotta avoid all these
Are
pieces.
y'all afraid to go skydiving?
Right, I can't never get nobody to go skydiving. Break a little bit, not too much. Just slightly. Come on, Ahsoka, I need you to fall just a little bit faster.
Don't front of the wall.
No, that'll slow her down. You gotta keep your body like straight and go. Like, if you like put your body flat, it's gonna slow you down here.
No, not flat, but like.
I get what you're saying, trying to adjust your body forward.
Yeah.
And then I know it's bothering her, both of them. Well, her specifically not knowing what happened to Anakin because she's been wanting to talk to him for the longest. And not knowing what's going on with everybody else. Wow.
Don't drop it. She's gonna eat it.
I'm guessing from this point forward, she'll be recognized as a Jedi. Because they're going to try to get her otherwise. I mean, you gotta think there's millions and millions of clones. could identify her as lightsabers. I think that, or she's just really broken and wants nothing to do with. They're just wearing special winter suits. Yeah, they do. I don't think we've ever seen anything like this. Wow. I've always dreamed we'd see this.
Is that Anakin?
What do you think? These scenes are just so beautiful. Wow. Wow, that was so good. As for who that is, I'm just gonna leave that up to you to decide in your head who that is. I'm not gonna tell you until you find out. Because if I tell you anything about any character, it's a spoiler. So I can't tell you who that is or anything. So I'm gonna let you watch the movie for the first time and see everything else that happened on the other side of the galaxy, the part that we don't get to see with Anakin, Obi-Wan,
Where's the
Yoda.
next season?
That was it.
What?
This is the end of the series.
So it's just left like that.
This show was always a tie-in because there's the clones in the movies are made, and then there's like this basically tells the story of everybody, all the characters, because you only get so much time in a movie, and they have to tell the plot. So if I'm not mistaken, the clones get made in the second movie, but then this fills the gap between the second movie and the third movie.
I see.
So like how like usually movies do time jumps when they have sequels. This is the gap between there. So this is the story of what happened between movie 2 and 3. So now the last 4 episodes were tie-ins to the end of episode 3. So basically we skipped episode 3 and went to the end, and this is just what happens to Ahsoka and Rex since they're not in the movies. So
Wait, what? They're not in the movie.
So this is showing what happens to them. And that's why we don't see her with Anakin, well, either of them with Anakin or anything, because he was doing what he was doing in the movie with the rest of the characters. So this was the tie-in that we don't get to see.
I just wish she would have I wish there was they had extra 5 minutes to save more clones and be able to
You mean Ahsoka? She didn't even know if that was gonna work. But
Sure.
I think with Rex being one of the main characters of this series and being one of the focuses, he's gotten a story arc dedicated to himself. As with Ahsoka, the series is really kind of revolved around them a lot, at least in my eyes. Especially with them being characters that were exclusive to just this series. Where was I going with this? I think it was just important to focus on those two for this final arc and explain what happens to them, especially because they're fan favorites now. Like Ahsoka now, they're talking about putting her in movies and Mandalorian and live action stuff. So this series has made her character so big. So I'm sure we'll eventually see her on the big screen or in some form of live action. But originally, those characters didn't exist when those first movies came out. But they made this to tie in. So, and then there's another series we're gonna watch, Star Wars Rebels. We're gonna watch that. I've never seen it. She's never seen it. But we're not gonna watch it until after she finishes.
I think I've heard of it. It was it's
It's a Disney show.
yeah.
And I think that
I
one.
watched like 2 episodes of it.
Yeah, I think that one takes place, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. I think that one takes place after episode 4. So we're gonna rewatch 2. You're gonna watch 3 and 4 for the first time, and then we'll watch Rebels.
This is so confusing.
I know the timeline, but I can explain it off camera. I don't want to spend too much more time. Let's talk about the episode though.
Okay.
What did you think?
It was just wow.
Yeah,
Like, speechless.
it was so many scenes were just so beautiful. Like I could
Breathtaking,
just
even though I'm
rewatch it.
breathing.
Like I got the chills. I'm just my whole arms have goosebumps right now. The entire episode, like just chills. Like I knew they were gonna survive, but just seeing how much they had to go through to even survive, and it was just like it almost seemed hopeless at a point. Like it made. I mean, like we know they survived, but it was like, dang, are they really gonna survive? Like this is really what they had to go through to survive. Like, and there was just moments you're like, wow, like it's just amazing. Like, and also Darth Maul, he was dead in the movie that you've seen in the first movie. He died by Obi-Wan, and then he was brought back just for this series. So he was never seen in the movies after this either. But I guess I'm assuming I've heard he's in Rebels, so I'm sure they end his story somewhere in there. If he dies or if he doesn't, though, I don't know. We'll see. But that's kind of what happens. These shows kind of are canon now, I'm guessing. I'm pretty sure they're canon, meaning that they're part of the main story, even though one's live action, one's animation, they're all still tied together, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Which is cool. I like that. I'm all for it. I just love those 2 characters, and I just love the entire episode. Like, not much more to say than that. Like, this whole Order 66 thing, to me, is one of the most heartbreaking things in Star Wars. Like, seeing people, especially watching this series, like...
I would never think of the number 66 as thing again.
Like, just seeing, like, people that we've known and loved turn on each other and have to kill each other, and, like, just seeing how hard it is for the characters to want to do that. Like, Ahsoka's like, I'm not going to be the one to kill them. If they die, then they die, but she didn't want no part in it, and that was kind of sad. And then you see Rex cry, like,
And
those are his brothers.
it was also sad when she just marked their graves, and to think that it wasn't even half of all the clones' graves. It was just the ones that they could find, because it was only 2 rows, and there's way more than 2 rows of clones on that ship.
And I'm really glad we got that last scene. I'm gonna refrain from saying too much because I don't want to spoil it for her.
I thought that bird was the ship I thought it was Rex and
No, there's a time jump between all that. There's a big time jump. That's why I was like,
oh, because it's snowing.
Yeah, there's a time jump. So I don't know what the bird was supposed to reference. I'm assuming that means, I don't know. I don't really know what that bird was supposed to symbolize.
It looked like a crow.
It was something, but it was just kind of sad to see like the helmet
It was a
paint
flying
with
animal.
they paint their helmets for Ahsoka.
Right, and then they just die.
I know, and then that like he was looking at that and seeing the lightsaber, and then it just both the helmet
Even
and
though
lightsaber
you can't
represented
see the
Ahsoka.
boy's face, you can just like the actions he did, like just kneeling instead of just like picking it up. He kneeled and picked it up, and it's a small little things.
Kind of wonder what was going through his head.
Yeah.
That's I don't know. I guess for me, what I really wanted from this series was I wanted to. Never mind.
No, don't ever mind it.
No.
Share your thinking.
No, there's spoilers in what I want to say. I don't want to spoil for you because I want to see your reaction. It's gonna be so
Use
fun.
code words.
I wanted to see X and X meet and what the conversation was.
Okay, I didn't actually mean
Maybe
use
it'll happen
code
in
words. Just
Rebels.
use the name.
No. They know who I'm talking about. I wanted X and X to meet, and maybe I'll get that later on. But I kind of wanted to see what the conversation was going to be, the reaction, like...
I feel like I'm just being left out.
You are. But, yeah, I'm hoping maybe I'll get that in Rebels. I think Rebels is already done. But I'm excited to watch that. So you guys, if you guys want to stick around for that, when we get that done, it'll be in the coming weeks. We're gonna be reacting to those. We'll do
We have
reactions.
to get caught up first.
Yeah,
So.
we're gonna do reactions to the movie. So check out our YouTube for clips of the big scenes of episode 3, and yeah, maybe on Patreon we'll have the full movie, but check the community tab for that. But thank you for supporting us this entire season, and just subscribing and liking and commenting everything. We've appreciated it. It was a good ride, amazing series, and we will catch y'all later. All right, Big Bro and Little Sis out.
I'm so left out. Bye.